Well, it's the middle of summer, which means if you have a bike, you're likely been riding it all season long. But without all of that fun comes the need over time for a bike tune-up or repair. That's where Biked comes in. It's a startup started right here in Grand Rapids recently, and one of their goals is to make servicing your bike an easy and seamless experience. Now, joining us in studio to talk more about Biked is David Hobson, the CEO, and Jared LaBelle, the company's CSO. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Now, tell us a little bit about how Biked came to fruition.
Yeah, so I started Biked out of my garage several years ago as a side project, and I started realizing pretty quickly that there were just so many cyclists that didn't have an easy way to get their bike fixed. So I started picking up and dropping off their bikes, and word of mouth spread so quickly that I couldn't keep up in my garage, and I realized that there were just a lot of obstacles for a variety of cyclists. I mean, just your casual cyclist, your e-bike rider, to your serious, triathlete that just needed service, and they needed it in maybe a slightly different way than they were able to get it before, and they needed quick turnaround times.
So how does your service differ from an actual or an average bike shop, I should ask?
So our concept is all about sort of bringing the bike shop experience to your front door, and the convenience of all these services that we've gotten used to, whether it's DoorDash, Instacart, Lyft, whatever. Nowadays, you just need to be able to take out your phone, schedule, very convenient for the customer, very seamless experience, pick up, drop off. If you want to walk in and see the shop yourself, or you just need a quick job done, we're really about creating an omni-channel experience for the customer, and that makes it just as convenient as possible.
Now, with that, obviously, like you said, DoorDash has become really popular. How has customer feedback been so far with, the delivery drop-off and things like that?
Yeah, it's been really great. I mean, we've had everything from, the busy working mom or dad that just needs their family's bikes fixed to the to the serious athlete that has us pick up and drop off their bike from their workplace, right? And they're wearing their nice work clothes, and they just don't. The bike shops aren't open during the time that they are working, and so they'll just bring their bike into work early in the morning. We'll pick it up, and then we'll bring it back to them, a day or two later. So it's really good. Yeah.
Very convenient. Now tell me a little bit about, you said you started out in your garage, so are there any new developments or growth happening with your business?
Yeah, actually we have some pretty exciting developments. We're going to be launching Austin and Chicago next spring.
Okay.
And it's just something we started to see early on that, this concept is being so well received, and there's really a need for it nationwide, right? Like the average turnaround time in bike shops across the U.S. is about 4 weeks right now. So clearly there's a need for someone to, help and step up the service game, and that's what we're going to be doing.
We have a great team of mechanics as well. We have our master tech Casey, and we've got several junior mechanics and also some seasoned mechanics that are with us full-time, part-time, a variety of both. So it's a really great team.
Yeah. That's so exciting. And now tell us a little bit about, you have a triathlon coming up that you wanted to talk about. So tell us a little bit about that.
Exactly. So we're sponsoring a couple triathlons this summer. The first one is coming up next week, actually, next Saturday, with our partners on that, Tries for Health. The website, it's called the Ugly Dog Gravel Triathlon, part of the USA Gravel Triathlon series. UglyDogGravelTri.com. Encourage everyone to try out a triathlon. If you haven't done it before, you can do the sprint version to start, which is a bit shorter. If you don't like running, you can do the aqua bike, which is just the 2 swim and cycle. If you don't like swimming, you can do the duathlon, which is just cycling and running. But it's great way to get out there and meet some other local athletes, and start with the modest sprint and then work your way up to the Olympic and then Ironman, of course.
Very good times to reach those levels as well. Thank you so much both for joining us. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
thanks for having us.